guys, welcome back to another video. This time I have a special guest, Kasey. We just started the channel and y'all should totally go subscribe because her videos are literally the best. But today we are doing a 24-hour reading challenge. Kasey's doing one in her video as well. We just recorded the book she's going to be reading, so y'all should go look at that. But I'm personally going to do a 24-hour bookish challenge. So not only reading, because I'm so behind on my journal. So that's part of the reason. So fully bookish 24 hours, which is going to be mainly reading, but I want to do a little bit of my journal. And then we also have a fun little book haul from last week. So I'm going to go ahead and show y'all all of those.
That's a big stack of books, Caitlin.
I know. So the first two are actually my husband's, but I want to show you anyway because more books the better, you know?
Yeah, I know.
So we got Solo Leveling. This is the 11th volume. And we were actually watching the show, and he's like so far ahead of the show. But Solo Leveling. And then he got this one called The Will of Many, which actually looks really interesting, and I kind of want to read it.
No, yeah, you.
Mainly because it's yellow, but...
What if you read the entire thing tonight and beat him to it, and then just threatened him with
spoilers
until he reads it? Because you know he's going to drag that thing out.
Yeah, it's going to take him forever to read this. But the, like, actual book is, like, really pretty. So, just thought I'd
That
show
is
y'all.
really cool. I really like the cover of it. Oh, the inside's cool, too.
Yeah. I have no idea what it's about, but Gay was, like, reading it, and she read, like, the first little intro paragraph. She was like, this is such good writing, I have to read this.
Yeah.
And then she was like, can I keep it?
That's kind of cool.
Yeah. But she read, like, this one little part and was like, that is profound writing. So I actually do kind of want to read it. But that will be in a future video. So if you want to see me read this, subscribe. Anyways, now to my books that I got, which Kasey's probably read all of these.
No.
I wish you haven't read this one. So the first one, you have Spark of the Everflame, because I keep hearing so many things about it. And it looks so thin. The next two are not this thin at all. Yeah. But this looks like an easy, nice read.
Yeah. Are you already booking this one?
No.
Okay.
But I may read this one in this video, but I don't know for sure. Because I really need to, like, this is my physical TBR now. But, like, before I bought this, I need to work on my physical TBR.
Book haul.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I'm excited to read this. But then I also feel like if I read this now, then I have to buy the next ones, like, now.
You would have to, because you'd be into it.
Yeah. So I don't know if we're going to start this. And then next we have Divine Rivals, which you have read.
I have read. I love that book.
You and Chloe have been trying to put me on this for forever.
Yes, I love that book so much.
I want to see what it... Oh,
Isn't
that's
it
so cute! I love it when they, like, put stuff in them.
Isn't that cute?
Yeah, I like that. Okay, so this is also very thin.
I know.
Like, I feel like after holding the Throne of Glass series, every other book is like, this is so easy to get through.
You have Air of Fire somewhere, right?
Yeah, it's not in here. I don't know where it's at. It's somewhere over yonder, which I am currently in the middle of Air Fire, but I don't know if I will read it in this video. So, Divine Rivals. Next we have, if you could guess, Ruthless Vows. I keep hearing people say that Ruthless Vows is not as good as Divine Rivals. And she agrees, so glad I got both of them. The funny thing about this is, in the bookstore, it was like 5 minutes before they closed, and me and Karen were discussing. I was like, how many books can I get? Because we like try to stick to a budget. And then he was like, well, how many do you want? And I was like, maybe like 3 or 4. And he was like, well, what if I want to get books? He said if we both get 3 or 4 books, and that's like a lot of money. And then I was like, what if we just agree on a budget? And he was like, okay. And then at the same time, he said $100 and I said $40. And I was like, 100 it is. We're going with it.
Yeah, you said 100. No take backs.
Yeah, no take backs. So we went with $100 each. And one person spent their 100 and one person did not spend their 100.
Did you get to take what was left over from the other person?
I should have.
That was the budget.
But I did not. But the last book I have is Queen of Shadows.
Yeah, she's a
she's a brick.
She's a brick.
Because this is the next book in the series that I need. But this whole time we have 5 minutes left before they close, and this is the only book that I had. And I went around the corner and I was like, Cameron, I cannot find any books. Like, my $100 is never going to get spent. Because the way he is, he would, like, decide in the future. Like, if he got to think about it too long, he'd be like, no, we don't need to spend $100 on books. So it was either now or never, you know? So I was like, I cannot find anything. Because I also didn't want to just buy books to buy books. Like, I wanted them to be ones that I actually wanted.
Yeah.
And so he was like, well, we have to leave. Because they were, like, about to close. They had already announced it, like, 3 times. And so I'm carrying my one book. And then we turn down an aisle, and it's like the YA aisle. And I was like, where has this aisle been? I've been looking for this the whole time. Because I was in the YA aisle, but I didn't realize they have, like, multiple. So it was, like, on the other side.
Oh, okay. I know what
So
you're
it's
talking
like
about.
one row and then on the other side.
Yeah.
I had not gone on the other side the whole time, and I had been going back and forth, and I was like, I know this is not all the books that I
Yeah.
like, because I could not find anything. And that's when I picked up the other 3 in the last like 30 seconds before we went to the counter, which is so funny because Cameron was like, you had 1 book and 1 minute left, and now you have 50. But I did spend $90, so technically I have $10 left.
That's good. Keep that in your back pocket.
Yeah, keeping it. So last one I have is Queen of Shadows. So that is my lovely book haul, which it makes me so happy because I have not done a huge book haul in forever because I usually only buy like 1 book at a time.
Mm-hmm.
So excited. Don't know when I'm gonna get to these.
Tonight. You're going to read all of these tonight.
So what I have so far picked out is a bunch of tiny books because I'm like, what if I get through as many tiny books as I can in the 24 hours?
Yeah, that always feels nice.
I think I'm going to get tired of the tiny books and actually start one of these, but for now I have What I Carry, which I think Rachel Catherine actually recommended this, I believe, like 2 years ago probably. But I started the audiobook and I'm going to start with the audiobook of this for this video, but then I have a few other like tiny books. So I have this manga series and it's called A Sign of Affection, which I just got them because the spines of them are so pretty when you put all of them together because it's like pastel like rainbow.
That's pretty.
I just wanted it on my bookshelf.
That's
so
cute.
I have these 2, so I may get to these 2. And then I have the graphic novel of The Librarian of Auschwitz, which I love the Tattooist of Auschwitz, which I don't even know if it's like at all similar, but this would take me like 2 minutes to read.
It looks so sad.
It does look so sad, which it is Auschwitz, so. So, and then, spoiler alert, but Kasey said that she may read better than the movies. If she reads it, then I have to read it. So
Because you already wanted to.
yeah, because I want to reread it before I read Nothing Like the Movies, but I have not read Nothing Like the Movies because I want the paperback version.
Yeah.
Which is so stubborn of me, but
That's okay.
I want the paperback version.
Yeah.
So we may get to this, and I may get to annotate it because I did not annotate it the first time I went through it.
That's smart.
And I think it's been at least a solid 2 years since I read
Me
this.
too.
So.
It's been how long?
So we should read this, possibly.
Yeah, we'll probably read it together.
But other than that, anything is fair game because I have no plan. So
There we go.
So we're gonna get started. It is, I have no idea what
7
time it is.
o'clock.
It's 7 o'clock. It was 7 o'clock when we first started talking about books, so that counts.
Yeah.
It could be possibly 8 now.
Is it?
No, it's only 7:44.
Close enough.
It's basically 7. So we're gonna go eat our pizza, our
Yes.
lovely fancy dinner, even though we've already had frozen pizza night tonight. I mean, this week.
Yeah, we did.
Yeah.
Are you gonna tell them that
We just got back from Colorado. Oh my goodness. You didn't tell them.
No, I didn't. I forgot to tell them.
We'll tell them.
I got 24 hours to tell them.
So we've been hanging out for the past
Week.
4 or 5 days, 6 days.
Friday. No, it's been a week because Friday.
Yeah. We left on Friday. So we've been hanging out for a week.
Yeah, we have.
Have yet to get tired of each other.
Nope, 24
I'm just
hours.
kidding.
Here we go.
24 more hours. But we were in Colorado, and I'll show you some funny videos of that. But
Yeah, that'll be. I can't wait to see your vlog out of that.
oh, it's gonna take so long.
No, I know, but it's gonna be so good though. You
I
did.
can't wait for yours.
Mine's
Stowe
gonna be
gave
fun.
us so much content.
Did he? Yeah, I know.
He's like
I
cameraman
know.
the whole trip. So let's go eat some pizza.
I'm hungry. Did not finish.
What?
Okay, we have a lot to catch up on. It's like 8:30 now in the morning, and I may or may not have gone to sleep at 10 last night. But then I woke up and read for another hour. So I finished this little graphic novel, which is tiny, but it's a librarian of Auschwitz, and it's a very abrupt story, I would say. So then I have been reading and listening to What I Carry, and I just made it to chapter 10, which is page 115. So we are like a third of the way through this book. I would say we are failing this challenge so far, but who knows? Maybe I'll finish this book and another one before our time is over. But we're about to start a reading sprint with Cameron, which is going to be so fun. So we're just going to see who can read the most in an hour. So. Yeah. Okay, wait, what page are you on?
78.
78. I am on 143.
On
Do you want your physical?
245.
245. I'm nervous. Wait, let me go put some lotion on.
Lotion?
Okay.
You ready?
Yeah.
Alright, I started this.
I wasn't ready.
Wait, I'm scared.
You're scared?
I don't want to lose.
Go.
Go.
He's already started. Cameron, what are you reading about?
Quantum processing.
What does it say?
Caroline Smart.
Wait, can we restart?
No.
How much time do we have?
Yeah, how much?
31 minutes.
I thought we were coming to the end there.
We have like 5 minutes left.
Me too. How far have you gotten, Cameron?
Can we do a pause?
20 pages.
Can we pause, Cam?
Pause.
Yeah.
Pause it.
My attention span can't do this long. What page did I start on? I think I've only read one chapter.
When did I start on 78?
I don't know. I started on 143 and I'm on 162.
Yeah, I started on 78.
She's very vocal.
Yeah, she's grumbling over there.
This book is okay. It's getting better.
That's good.
How's your book?
Are you invested?
Yeah.
Like you could keep reading for another 30 minutes?
Yeah.
Are you invested?
Yeah, I'm invested.
This is my fault. We can keep going.
How many pages are you in?
I think I've read like 20. 143 to 162.
19.
19. Pardon me. Okay, ready?
Mm-hmm.
You're about to cheat. He's about to read off the clock.
Remaining play?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's it. Everybody stop reading.
I had 2 lines left.
Didn't make it.
I have 2 lines left.
Didn't make it.
Okay. I went from 143 to 181. How many pages is that?
Dude, we were so close.
38.
38? Okay.
I did it from like 242 to 280.
38? I don't know how to do this.
242 to 280?
Uh-huh.
It's 38.
Yeah! What'd you get?
I went from 78 to 138.
How many is that?
60.
60?
The frick?
Alright, 1 page a minute.
He's got an easy book.
True.
It's the exact same.
I don't know. I would compare it to the physical books.
Oh,
see
I
how
have
much
it.
you really have.
Which one is it? Killer Instinct?
Yeah.
Alright, time for me to go watch basketball.
Did you have fun?
Yeah.
Let us know when you want to do it again. We'll be here till 7.
It is now basically 1 o'clock, and I stopped reading What I Carry after we did our little reading sprint for an hour, which I lost because I read slow. So I'm on 184. So I stopped, and I was going to start the series of unfortunate events, and I have gotten to chapter 6, or page 71. And I think I've decided that I'm not going to finish this, and I'm going to get rid of the series. Because it's so negative. I don't think I want my kids to read books that are so absolutely negative. There's a lot of death. So that's my update. I'm going to go back to reading What I Carry.
Yeah.
How's it going for you?
I'm still 2 hours left
2 hours left, okay.
in the reading.
So that means we're definitely going to get at least 2 books done. Right?
You will.
You will. We have 6 hours left.
And 2 of these hours are going to be in this. I got 4 hours after that.
Yeah, you could probably...
I cannot read that in 4 hours.
Let me look up how much the audiobook is of Nora Goes Off Script.
Right, because we know I can beat the audiobook. Or
Yeah.
at least that.
Yeah, I'll look it up. But I'm going to go back to reading What I Carry. And now I can mark 13 books off of my TBR list.
Nice. That's impressive.
I mean, I finished basically
Yeah.
14 books in this video. If you think about it that way.
Girl math.
Yeah. I am on 264 out of like 316. Kasey's starting her new book. Basically, she's super accomplished. We have some ramen cooking over there. Update, it is 4:19, and I have finished What I Carry, and I'm gonna give it a solid 3.5 because it's a good story. I feel like it's a good palate cleanser between books, but it's not like profound. It's all about a girl who's in foster care her entire life, and it's like her last year in foster care, and she gets placed in this house basically, and the story unfolds from there. But it is good. I wouldn't say like it's like the best book ever, but I think it would be good if you're like reading through like a really long series and need something lighthearted and fun, which is not super lighthearted because it's like kind of sad, but it's a good book. So I have finished this book. I have finished The Librarian of Auschwitz, so 2 books down. I read half of A Series of Unfortunate Events and decided that I did not want to finish reading it, nor do I want to own the books anymore. So technically, I finished 15 books from my physical TBR. But I finished 2 books in this video. Kasey's chugging along, but now I have 3 hours and I need to pick another book. You see, I don't want to start it and then... Yeah, but the thing is I'm reading the Throne of Glass series.
Oh. Well, then start, read Air of Fire.
Should I?
You could.
So I got Air of Fire, which I have here, this brick, and I'm on page... That's not even accurate. I have no idea what page I'm on, because I listened to the audiobook on the way home. But I need to do some of my journal as well. So I may just listen to the audiobook of Better Than the Movies while I journal. So progress. I'm going to start this. But do I want to? Because I was thinking about doing a video of rereading this and doing reading.
Do both of them?
Yeah.
That's a good idea too.
Too many good ideas.
I know.
Okay, so this is off the list again. The thing is, I need like a...
So, what audiobooks do you have ready right now?
I have Once Upon a Dream.
Interesting.
But I do have the audiobook of this. So I may start that and see how I feel about it. She's pretty floppy too.
Yeah.
We love a floppy book. Actually, this is like the floppiest of floppy books ever.
Yeah, that's very cool.
Like, they did it right. Ember Publishing. If you ever want to do a book, you should do it with Ember Publishing, because they know how to flop. Wait, that sounds bad. They know how to... Yeah. Okay. Anyways, that's my update for now. I'll see you in 3 hours. I have decided that I am tired of reading, so I'm going to work on my book journal now while I watch some book YouTubers to see what videos I can find. A 24-hour readathon, entire physical TBO. I'm gonna watch this video. It's an hour long, so this is probably the only video I'm gonna end up watching, but let's get to journaling. Okay, but because I finished 2 books in this video, I need to mark off to 7. So... we are like a third of the way through the year, so I should be a third of the way through this, and I'm on 7, so... Here's my 25 of 2025. I have not read any more, I do not think. I did just get Divine Rivals though, so that's coming soon. I didn't realize until Kasey pointed out that this spread over here is like so purple, which I did not do that on purpose. It's just the covers that I want, but I think it's cute that they're all purple. Here's my book of the year. The month is not over, so I do not have one for this yet. It could possibly be Crown of Midnight at the moment, but we'll see when the month is over. This will be fun. So in this video, I did read The Librarian of Auschwitz. And I decided that I am not going to read any of the series of Unfortunate Events books. So I'm going to mark all of those off because I'm either going to get rid of them or just not read them. Which I did read half of the first one. I just am not a fan. Oh, and I did read What I Carry in this video. Nice. So basically my TBR is finished. I really want to mark off more. To do that, I would have to read more. Then we have my series tracker, which I did not read any more series in this video, so did not get to mark that off. I am currently reading Air Fire though, so I'll mark that off soon. Here's my Bible tracker, period tracker, movies and shows. I don't think we've watched any movies, but we have watched Solo Leveling, but I'm not gonna write that yet because I'm not sure how I want to do it. And I have my Marvel tracker. We are still watching Agent Carter, so on that one, but we have seen the other three. And then I left some blank space for any more yearly trackers, which I guess I'm going to do just like a basic reading log for the year. We have January, the spread I already showed you, which I'm not a fan of. And then Assassin's Blade spread, which I do not know how I feel about. And then I was going to put my YouTube videos on the side, but we will see. I don't know. I'm kind of done for the day, but we still have 2 hours. Goodness. Kasey, I can't do it.
I'm so tired.
We have 2 hours left. I've left Kasey alone. She's falling asleep in here.
Yeah, it's just so cozy in here. And I'm so sleepy, even though I got a full night's rest.
Full night's rest.
This 24-hour reading video.
I'm so tempted to just turn the books around that I've already read. I may just do that.
You should do that.
Okay, I've kind of ran out of book energy. Don't want to read. Don't want to do my journal. So, I'm going to rearrange my bookshelves. Because what else would I do?
Raja.
Maybe I haven't read that many. Excuse me.
So cute.
I've read this one.
That was me.
Oh, excuse me.
Like, how dare you? First
Like,
off.
I know, I just cleared that SD card. So this book, I've read to here.
That's not, dude, that's a good amount.
And then I couldn't read it anymore.
Is it sad?
No, it's just about nothing.
Oh.
Well, people say this book is like so good. I DNF'd it so long ago.
So you'd have to start over.
I got to 336 pages and then stopped reading it. I feel like I've read more than I have because I've not read any of those. I've read this one. Read this one. Read this one. That shelf is complete.
Nice. So now you can see your options.
Yeah.
Hi, Roger.
See, I don't want to do this. I don't want to do anything.
What do you want to do?
Literally nothing.
There you go.
Raja and I are going to take on a sign of affection. I've already read some of this. I'm going to go to the part. Oh, I have a bookmark. How much time do we have?
An hour and 20 minutes.
What? I thought we only had an hour.
Yeah, we're having so much fun. We've
Yeah.
been talking about doing this forever.
Yeah. Yeah, yeah.
I think it's being
What
exhausted.
did I just say?
Yeah.
We should do another one, and I can read the interesting books I got, and not try to get through these. This book may be weird.
Oh yeah.
I don't know.
Well, looks like you're halfway through it.
I do seem to be halfway through it.
You can finish this book in the next 20 minutes.
Yeah. Which means I'm done.
Accidentally just flipped a page to see and I spoiled it for myself.
Oh no.
No.
Like the whole thing?
No, they're about to kiss.
Oh, frick. At least you know it ends well.
Yeah. It's just going so well.
You're done?
No, I made it to chapter 10.
Nice. It's halfway to what I expected.
Yeah, you said 20. You said it was 23 chapters?
Something like that.
25. 26!
26. Let's go.
I made it to 10. That's not
That's
bad.
good. Oh, you could totally finish it tomorrow.
Yeah, I could. We'll see. I have a lot of editing to do tomorrow.
Or you keep the 24 hours going.
You're right. A true, I get home and I don't sleep.
Until you finish.
Yeah. And I just do another full 24 hours.
How do you feel?
I feel good. I'm tired.
I'm tired too. But like, for what reason?
I just think we've been going nonstop.
Yeah.
And this counts as going, despite what other people may believe. This was a lot of work.
Well, that is the end of our 24 hours. I feel like I did not do that much bookish things, but this is my stack that I finished. So we started with the Librarian of Auschwitz. Librarian. Did I say that right?
Say it one more time.
Librarian.
That works.
Say
Close
it one more
enough.
time. Of Auschwitz. Gave it 3 stars because it's just a book. And then we read The Series of Unfortunate Events, The Bad Beginning. Half of it, chapter 6, so which is like about half of it, and realized that I do not want the series in my house anymore. So
It's so funny how you just abruptly I just decided I hate this whole series and I want nothing to do with it.
it's just so negative, and like I feel like my kids should be reading books that are like,
have a moral.
I don't want my kids to just be reading, like there's so many better books that they could be reading than books that are like that negative.
Yeah.
But it could be not that deep. But if I personally don't want to read them, then why would I want my kids to read them?
Fair.
And then we have What I Carry, and I actually quite like this book. I could possibly give it 4 stars, but I give it 3.5. I should give it 5 stars just based on the floppiness. But it was a very, like, refreshing read, I guess is the words I would use.
Refreshing in what way?
Like, it's, like, simple. Like, it has a little bit of emotion, but it's not, like, draining to read. And it's also, like, really quick.
So yeah,
So it was just, like, refreshing in that way.
Yeah.
And I kind of liked the story. It was a good story. And then I finished the first 2 volumes of A Sign of Affection, which is, like, a manga about a deaf girl, basically. So that's my stack that we finished. I feel like I want to do actual books next time. But this is still good. And then I did a little bit of my journal, did a little bit of Pinterest. I did not get as much done in my journal as I aspired to, but
I feel like you got a lot done though. You keep saying you don't think you did. I feel like you're everywhere. 24 hours is a long time.
it is.
And you got a lot done.
I think I'm just tired.
Yeah.
I feel like I was kind of done 2 hours ago.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's like, what else can I do? But I feel like if I had read, like, another actual book, then I would not have felt like that. And then I realized that was also boring, so then I stopped doing that.
How far did you get?
I did this shelf.
Have you read this?
No, I have not. Oh, I've read this one.
Oh yeah, you said you loved this one.
I did. So give your very short, because they're going to go to your video, but very short rating on the experience we had.
I had a lot of fun. I thought it was a good time.
It was fun.
We've never done anything like this.
No, I definitely want to do it again.
I would too. I think so too. I think we need to prepare better for like the 24-hour duration.
Yeah, if we didn't do it right after, we just stayed up all
Yeah.
night driving back home
Yeah,
from
no.
Colorado.
Absolutely. And I don't do it without sleep. At all.
I fell asleep so fast.
You did.
I did. I felt so bad. I woke up and I was like, oh no, she's asleep.
Yeah, then I was gone too. But I wasn't gonna push. Like, I wasn't even gonna try, honestly, to stay
Yeah.
awake. Not after the trip.
Yeah. I don't know if I physically can stay awake for 24 hours.
I think I could if I prepped. Like, if I prepped and drank coffee, like,
Yeah.
going into
and like
it.
took a nap right before we
Because,
started.
yeah, whenever I'm editing, I'll edit through the night sometimes, just because I'm just so into it. No, it's just like...
Guys, go subscribe. She's a real one.
No, I'm grinding so hard. No, it's just you have to be in the vibe, and I just feel like after everything, it was so hard to push ourselves
Yeah.
to stay up. And so I think if we did it again, if we like prepped, we got a whole lot of I think we should go to the store. I think
Yeah.
we go book shopping.
Yeah.
So that way we're really excited about what we're reading. And then get like snacks and like have plans to break up the reading maybe.
We should do that.
I think it'd be fun.
Guys, comment down below if we should have a better prepared 24-hour
Better prepared.
We should try again.
We should. I think we should. I think we should give it some time, but I think we should.
In 1 month, we'll see you again.
Ooh.
That's it.
It was nice to meet y'all.
Yeah. Don't forget to go watch Kasey's video of her 24 hours. And yeah, I'll see you guys next time. Bye.
Dang,
Okay.
it's a big fan of books, girl. I sent my cousin down. I'm like, Stone, I need some good skiing content. Preferably of wipeouts. That's what I really wanted. Was a bunch of wipeouts.
Dude, we did not get my one good wipeout.
I know, and that's so devastating.
I was dead on the ground.
The
for a
one
minute.
day I went skiing with them, I come around the corner and Caitlin's just sprawled out. And I'm like, dude, what happened?
I was dying. I tried to, I fell, and I was like, dude, I have to get up. Because I was the first one down,
Yeah.
and I knew all of y'all were coming behind me.
You were flying.
Yeah, and I was, in a bad mood. So I was like, you know what? I'm going to take this jump, and I'm going to be so cool and land it. I did not realize that at the end of the jump was a turn,
Yeah.
immediately. So...
Yeah, because I hit that right before we went with y'all. I went with Chloe down there by ourselves, and I hit that jump, and I just didn't realize how much. And
Yeah.
I almost lost it, but I wasn't going near as fast as you were. So
I went in
recovered.
between the trees.
Yeah, in between the
Yeah,
trees.
yeah.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. I did that too.
Yeah, I didn't realize you had to turn.
No.
So...
It's scary, man.
Yeah. So I hit that and I hit the ground. And then I tried to instantly get up because I was like, I have to get up or I'm going to look like a little baby. So I tried to get up and everything hurt so bad. And I was like, what? Did I break a rib?
That's scary.
And then Cameron came and he's like, you okay? I didn't answer. And then Kasey comes. Everyone comes down. Kasey's like, do you think we need to carry her down the mountain?
Because I was concerned. I didn't know what needed to happen there.
Carry me down the mountain?
Because you weren't answering. I was like, is she okay? Because then Cameron kept telling us to go. I'm like, well, I'm not going to go until I know that you don't need us here to help. I was worried.
It's so funny. I was like, Kasey. But I was trying to get up, but it hurt so bad. And Cameron was like, she just got the wind knocked out of her. Y'all can go. And I was like, did I? Because I'm in pain. But then after a little bit, I felt better. And I was like, yeah, I guess I did just get the wind knocked out of me. And I forgot what that feels like.
Yeah. No, I wouldn't remember.
So I did not get carried down the mountain.